as expected with EastAsiaSoft, yes, Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 3 V Generation will be coming out in the West for the Nintendo Switch. Again, just like the other two, this will be an Asian version, but it can be played on the Nintendo Switch and hopefully Nintendo Switch 2 for people who want to play this series on the Nintendo Switch. So I said before in the past, I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to release the third one. Yes, they are. And it will also be released on fall of 2025. So what does it mean? Well, to some extent is, again, it's an alternative for people who want to play this game, can't write it on Steam, or rather play it on the Switch. It's what it is. So again, for people that don't know what's going on, originally Idea Factory International were going to be planning to release these on the Nintendo Switch, and also the talks was that in the West it was only going to be the Switch version, no PlayStation 4. People asked, they said we have no plan. I did try to talk to Bruce and Shay about it. Unfortunately, to some extent, they really just didn't want to talk about it. They're just saying whatever that was stated publicly. It is what it is. It is a business. And then down the line, Nintendo kind of blocked it. Either it was Nintendo of America, something new, I don't know. Maybe Doug Bowser saying being diverse, trying to impact the DEI factor. Again, I don't know. I'm not touching that. But they're changing their business. And that's when EastAsiaSoft decided to step in and release them in Asian territory. You can get them in Play Asia. Like I said, Switch and Switch 2 are region free. And you make sure you buy the region free Switch 2. Remember, there is a cheaper version in Japan that's only Japanese. I don't know what Furukawa's strategy in that one, so don't get confused. If you see how come this one's cheaper, because they have like a Japanese only Switch 2. I know it's weird, it's bullshit, but it's Furukawa, business centric. So anyway, back to the game. Credit to EastAsiaSoft. Finally, the Trilogy is going out on the Nintendo Switch outside of Japan. In Japan, Compile Heart, Idea Factory already released them. I think it was May of 2024. It was supposed to be planned as well outside of Japan. Worldwide, got blocked by Nintendo. That's why now Idea Factory International are doing the PlayStation 4 version. And that if you buy all three of them on their store, you get a 10% discount plus a slipcase. And I did also talk about their reaction that the rumor has it that Compile Heart and Idea Factory are not happy. But it is what it is. It's a business. So before I close this recap, EastAsiaSoft are in charge of the Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth Trilogy in Asian territory. The game is playable on any Switch 2 that's region free. So it can work if you bought a Switch 2 or a Switch in the US region. It should work. They're region free, so it shouldn't be a problem. But again, I keep saying Switch 2 hopefully will work. Unknown right now, because as of right now of this recording, I don't even think the first game was out yet. I haven't found because I'd rather play them on PlayStation, but that's just me. But again, option is always good there. And that now, the third one, Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 3 V Generation, will be also coming out on the Nintendo Switch outside of Japan this fall. So enjoy, choose which console. Option is always good. With that, I'll see you guys later.